Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. So the picture or the movie trailer that you're seeing right now behind me, this movie was released on, I believe, March 11th. I do not watch Indian movies, just to let you know. If you're wondering how I know all of this, I do not watch Indian movies because they show a lot of things that are very, very and highly objectionable in terms of our religious belief and values. So this is something I try my best to ignore and avoid. This movie was released March 11th. Now I want to talk to you about this movie in the sense of end of time, the way we talk about in this channel. We want to continue talking about that and see if we can find a hadith or some kind of insight that would inshallah give us hope and guidance and show us the path, because wallahi this time and the time that is coming forward is going to be something very, very hard for the Muslims. Rasulullah SAW, he prophesied about this, and he said that the zamana that is passing is going to be less worse than the zamana that is coming. So Rasulullah SAW, he said, as-sabru, have patience, فَإِنَّهُ لَا يَأْتِي عَلَى النَّاسِ لا يأتي عليكم زمان إلا الذين بعده شر منه حتى تلقى ربكم. And this is reported in Bukhari, this hadith. So I want to show you a few pictures, then I can inshallah discuss more. So this this movie was released March 11th, and if you take a look at this picture, this is the movie trailer picture, I think, or the cover photo or whatever. And so in this movie, there are a lot of high-profile Bollywood actors and actresses took part. As you can see, I think this guy, he's very, very famous, and this guy too. I think his name is Mithun or something. And this is another guy. His name, I think, Anupam Kher or something. So these people are very, very famous. It shows that the movie and the director, I think his name is Agnihotri. I don't remember. The movie was well pre-planned. It was a movie that we have seen a lot of spendings took place because they hired high-profile movie actor and whatnot. So in other words, it was not just somebody's whimsical. It was pre-planned. It was targeted for the audience they wanted to target, which in this case I personally believe is the Hindu extremists. Now let me show you this one. After this picture was released, there was a lot of commotion. It created a lot of buzz in the Hindu community, and they are saying because of this movie now we know the truth about Hindu pandits, how they were treated in this in the time, I believe in the 1990s or 1970s. I don't remember the time exactly, but basically the movie shows back in the time 1990s in Kashmir, Hindu pandits, they were treated really, really bad. And so now Hindus are saying we need to kick the Muslims out of Kashmir because how they treated us before. We need to take action right now. And this movie was released at the backdrop of this picture, as you can see right here. The sister, only a few days ago, I think in Karnataka, they banned the Muslim sisters wearing hijab. And so a lot of people, they spoke out about it. The Hindus, they celebrated the fact that the court actually ruled that yes, hijab will be banned. And so if you're a Muslim sister living in this Hindu country, you will find it very, very hard to wear hijab. And this unrest, this video, just one short clip, created a lot of protest in India. And so this movie was released at the backdrop of this picture, at the backdrop of this event that took place with his sister. I believe her name is Khan something. I don't remember her name exactly. Let's take a look at this picture now. So this is the backdrop. So in other words, what I'm trying to get you at is that there was really no need for this movie to incite any kind of protest or violence by the Hindus, because the Muslims are already in big trouble living just because they live in India and they're Muslim. This movie was released at the backdrop of this picture. In 2019, 2021, the Indian government, as we know, they revoked the special status, Article 370 in the parliament. So 2019-21 Jammu Kashmir lockdown was a preventive security lockdown, and communications blackout that had been imposed throughout the Indian administered Union territory of Jammu and Kashmir following the revocation of Article 370, which lasted until February 2021. And a lot of Muslims, they suffered. They are still suffering. They were locked down. Under lockdown, they could not even have access to internet. And subhanallah, this happened only a few months ago. And this movie again was released at the backdrop of all of these oppressions that are being taken place against the Muslims in our time. We're not talking about 1990s, 1970s. We're talking about what is happening right now. And also you can see this picture. They are calling the Muslims to be expelled from India. These are some of the crazy, insane people. I want to make mention of one thing though, which is that, dear brothers and sisters, not all the Hindus are same. A lot of Hindu brothers and sisters in humanity, we give them dawah, we invite them to Islam. They have a very good heart. They are not against the Muslims. They're definitely not shouting and protesting. They're not supporting this kind of Hindu extremists in India. So when we talk about what is happening in India, it is not a nationwide phenomenon. That's my point. Now let me talk to you about this movie a little bit more. As you can see, as I have said, the trailer was released, I believe it was in February, what I have seen. This is the trailer, as you can see behind me. And from that time onward, from February, I think 24th or something like that, from that time onward, a lot of people, they complained and they started protesting, the Hindus, and they said we need to really kick out the Muslims because of how they treated us in that time. Now, so the prophecy that I want to share with you, I already shared one prophecy where I said the Prophet Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said that sabr, have patience, because what is coming ahead is going to be much worse than ba'dahu sharru minhu. What is coming ahead is not going to be much worse. So Kashmir Files, this is the name of the movie, Kashmir Files, has created this atmosphere in India for the Muslims, especially so vicious. Subhanallah, it is something unbelievable and very, very duplicitous. The Indian media, they have a lot of looks like pent-up energy. They never get tired talking negatively against the Muslims. And we acquiesced, we acquiesced, and I mean, this is really all we can do right now to not say anything, just have sabr, as the Prophet he said. So the hadith that I want to share with you, Rasulullah has prophesied this is going to be something that will happen in the future, and he said that you guys need to be very, very careful, because time will be very, very treacherous. Sayati ala nasi zamanun, that a time will come for the people, sanawatun khadda, times that will be years of treachery. Right now what we are seeing from Indian media is treachery, is betrayal. They are portraying Muslims in the most negative way possible. That would include Bollywood, their own film industry. They are making these videos or making these movies just so that they can make money. There is no doubt about that. As I said from the very beginning of this video, the cast, the actor, actress who took part, they are A-lister actor, actress in Bollywood. You have to pay them a lot. So the movie was not released or was not made just for the purpose of making a little bit of money. It was made keeping in mind that this movie will gain a lot of traction. It will create a lot of controversy. A lot of people will watch. In fact, in India, some states, they have declared holiday, state holiday. The reason for that was because they wanted the chief minister, whatever they call it, wanted his people to watch the movie. So take a day off, watch the movie. Unbelievable. So this is exactly what they wanted, and this is exactly what they have gotten, which is that creating this commotion, creating this unnecessary sometimes hatred against the Muslims. There is absolutely no need for that. So as believers, we have to be careful. This treachery is coming from Bollywood, coming from Indian media, and know that, dear brothers and sisters, the Muslims will be ultimately victorious. وَعَاقِبَةٌ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned it very, very clearly in the Quran, that the end belongs to the Muslims, and that's really our hope, and that's really what we believe, and that will, without a doubt, will happen, will take place. Jazakallah khair for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.